Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers is based on the TV show of the same name from way back. I don't even know when that show came out. It's a new movie that's out on Disney Plus. It stars the voice talents of Andy Samberg and John Mullaney. Decades since their successful television series was canceled, Chip has succumbed to a life of suburban domesticity as an insurance salesman. Dale, meanwhile, has had CGI surgery and works the nostalgia convention circuit, desperate to relive his glory days. When a former castmate mysteriously disappears, Chip and Dale must repair their broken friendship and take on their Rescue Rangers detective personas once again to save their friend's life. Now, I had no emotional attachment to Chip and Dale. I never really watched the show when I was little. I've seen bits and pieces of it here and there, and I have liked it, what I've seen. But it was never something that I watched religiously. So when I saw that they were doing a Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers movie, I thought to myself, that is a bad idea. That's going to be exactly like Alvin and the Chipmunks or the Tom and Jerry movie from last year. I am seriously shocked that it is not like that at all. I had a lot of fun with this movie, and I really did not expect to. First of all, Andy Samberg and John Mullaney as Chip and Dale. Perfect voice casting right there. Andy Samberg's style of comedy is perfect for what this movie was going for. Same with John Mullaney. And I just loved that the movie was very self-referential and very self-aware. It was very meta, There were a lot of cameos, a lot of funny cameos that you weren't expecting, and it just made the movie that much more fun. It's throwing nostalgia right into your face and maybe taking some things that you love and putting a certain twist on them for about 3 seconds for however long they're on screen. But honestly, that's where the comedy of this movie was for me, and it was very funny. I thought that all of that stuff was very well done. Not all of the comedy lands when it gears more towards humor for kids. That's where it didn't land for me, but when it came to the nostalgia and the meta references and what they do with those meta references, hilarious. Just minor spoilers here, but there's posters for Mr. Doubtfire starring Meryl Streep, Fast and Furious babies. There's even an ugly Sonic in this movie. It's like they realized that people were pissed at the design for Sonic the Hedgehog in the Sonic the Hedgehog movies, and they were said, well, let's just take that design and call it Ugly Sonic. And it wasn't just the meta references of all the nostalgia. I love that they used the meta stuff and built the story around that and made the meta stuff in universe as well. Obviously, in a movie like this, you have to just disregard how cartoons and humans can coexist and there's no explanation for that. Whatever. Forming a story around something that was so meta and self-aware, I thought was a big plus for this movie. It just got me to care a little bit more than I think I normally would have if it was just some regular story. And I think it's just because this is what I'm into. This is the stuff that I am into. This is the stuff that I care about, I want to talk about the animation because Chip is 2D animation. Dale is 3D animation because in the movie, the excuse is he had surgery, but then you also see stop motion animation, claymation at times as well. There's so many different animation styles in here that blend together, and it fits in seamlessly. Mixing animation with live action, it really reminded me of Who Framed Roger Rabbit in that regard. I mean, there's even a reference to Roger Rabbit in this movie. Can't really complain about the visual effects artists who put a lot of time and effort into this movie. It does go down some routes that you think it's going to go down, so the movie becomes a bit predictable, especially with how it starts off with Chip and Dale having to mend their friendship. You kind of know where it's going from there, and some twists in the plot, and who the villain might be, which, I mean, it's kind of funny who it is, actually. And it's a pretty good villain, too. It falls into that trap that most of these types of movies do, but unlike Tom and Jerry, Chip and Dale can work as a live-action animation hybrid, because, first of all, Chip and Dale can talk. And then also, Chip and Dale are in their own movie. They're the main characters. Tom and Jerry felt like they weren't even supporting characters in their movie. They just felt like afterthoughts in their own movie. And it left a bad taste in my mouth. Chip and Dale at least got it right. Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers isn't a groundbreaking movie or anything, but if you want to have some fun with your family on a rainy Sunday afternoon or something, watch Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. It's a lot funnier than I expected it to be. There's some great meta references, and it's very self-aware and self-referential. It's got a great voice cast. The animation and the live action blend together very well. I did enjoy Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers with at least 3/4 worth of a bucket of popcorn. So how about that? I really did not know what to expect from this movie, and I walked off my couch really liking it. So if you have seen Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, drop me some feedback in the comment section below. I'll leave my link to my website in the description below as well. You guys are the best. Thank you for watching. My name is Alex Madden, and I'll see you at the movies somewhere.